we're going to look at grading ungraded responses. So first and foremost, you do need to be able to launch the reports. And once there, some assignments will require grading, and they're indicated by this icon here. You can either click to launch the activity page or just click View Activity. When you launch that, once here, be sure to look at the actual class that you'd like to grade and be able to come over to the blue Teach button to be able to launch that. From this screen, you have two different ways to be able to grade, either through Summary or through Teacher. You do need to come to this drop down and select Begin Grading. When you select Begin Grading, two things happen. One, that your screen automatically anonymizes your students to remove any bias. And two, it pauses the activity for any students who may currently be working on or have access to the assignment. Now, from the summary view, you'll notice that you can quickly see all of the scores for students. A lot of these multiple choices are automatically scored. If you see an X that indicates that the system marked it wrong, you as the teacher may override and still enter those scores. Or you see these dots indicate to us that those students do require us to be able to grade. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this now. And you'll notice that it launches the rubric, what is required for the various scores on a scale of 4, and then as well see some sample responses. All you need to do as the teacher is, depending upon the score you want to give, select it, and then click Done and Next. You also have the features on the left-hand side to go up and down to shift between students, or left and right to shift between the item numbers themselves. I'm going to close this. If you go to Teacher, the benefits to this is that you're allowed to able to mass score at one time. So let's go ahead and click on item 7 in this example. I've already familiarized myself with the rubric. I'm going to say, okay, these are all of my students that selected yes. I could simply click here and I could give those 5 students automatically the bulk score. Or I might look at these students and say, you know, I see some consistencies there. I'm going to go ahead and select that entire group. Now I'm looking at 15 students, and I'm going to assign whatever score I might want there. So the benefits to looking at the teacher lens is that it allows you to mass score students at one time versus looking one by one. You get a lot of ideas as well in terms of what students have entered. You also see the students who hadn't entered a response yet. When you are finished and ready to move on, you must click as the teacher, this button, Resume and Share, and you're given two options: Don't Share Scores or Share Scores Now. In this example, I'll click here. Once you do that, you'll notice that the screen returns back to blue and students are again able to access this even if you haven't shared scores.